إلا في محبة هؤلاء الخمسة الذين هم تحت الكساء. فقال أمين جبرائيل: يا ربي ومن تحت الكساء؟ فقال عز وجل: هم أهل بيت النبوة ومعدن الرسالة، هم فاطمة وأبوها وبعلها وبنوها.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
فقال جبرائيل: يا ربي أتأذن لي أن أحبط إلى الأرض لا أكون معكم سادسا؟ فقال له: نعم، قد أذنت لك. فهبط الأمين جبرائيل وقال: السلام عليك يا رسول الله. العلي الأعلى يكرفه السلام ويخصك بتحية والإكرام، يقول لك: وعزتي وجلالي إني ما خلقت سماعا مبنيا ولا أرضا مدحيا ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيئا ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري إلا لأجلكم ومحبتكم. وقد أذن لي أن أدخل معكم، فهل تأذن لي يا رسول الله؟ فقال رسول الله: عليك السلام يا أمين وحي الله. إنه نعم، قد أذنت لك. فدخل جبرائيل معنا تحت الكساء. فقال لأبي: إن الله قد أوحى إليكم يقول: إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس وأهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
فقال علي أبي: يا رسول الله، أخبرني ما لجلوسنا هذا تحت الكساء من الفضل عند الله. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وآله: والذين بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني برسالة نجيا، ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا إلا ونزلت عليهم الرحمة وحف بهم ملائكة واستغفرت لهم إلى أن يتفرقوا. فقال علي عليه السلام: إذنا والله فزنا وفاز شيعتنا ورب الكعبة.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل.
فقال أبي رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله: يا علي، والذي بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني برسالة نجيا، ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا وفيهم محموم إلا وفرج الله هما، ولا مهموم إلا وكشف الله غما، ولا طالب حاجة إلا وقضى الله حاجته. فقال علي عليه السلام: إذنا والله فزنا وسعدنا، وكذلك شيعتنا فازوا وسعدوا في الدنيا والآخرة ورب الكعبة.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
माइक अभी फौरन नहीं चलेगा पर चलने लगेगा, सो चलने लगेगी, की आवाज़ आ रही थी तो अब चलेगा। Whatever starts. Sorry.
अल्लाह उसमें कुछ चंद अशार करना चाहता हूँ। बरहबीब खुदा खत्म भी आवाज़ बुलंद सलवार मैं अकेला हूँ जहाँ में, मैं अकेला हूँ जहाँ में कोई सानी न नज़ीर। मैं अकेला हूँ जहाँ में कोई सानी न नज़ीर। मेरी ठोकर में ज़माना, मैं अमीरों का अमीर। मेरी ठोकर में ज़माना, मैं अमीरों का अमीर। ये तारुफ ही आया करता है मेरी तौक़ीर। ये तारुफ ही आया करता है मेरी तौक़ीर। मैं हूँ आक़ाए जहाँ, मैं हूँ आक़ाए जहाँ और मेरा आक़ा शबीर। मैं हूँ आक़ाए जहाँ और मेरा आक़ा शबीर। हिम्मत तश्न लबी जुर्रत एहसास हूँ मैं। हिम्मत तश्न लबी जुर्रत एहसास हूँ मैं। सारी दुनिया मुझे पहचान ले, अब्बास हूँ मैं। सारी दुनिया मुझे पहचान ले, अब्बास हूँ मैं। मेरे सीने में जवान, मेरे सीने में जवां फातह खैबर की उमंग। मेरे सीने में जवां फातह खैबर की उमंग। संग को मोम करूं और कभी मोम को संग। जिंदगी लम्हों में हो जाएगी बेदीन की तंग। जिंदगी लम्हों में हो जाएगी बेदीनों की तंग। भूल जाओगे अभी रुस्तम और सोहराब की जंग। भूल जाओगे अभी रुस्तम और सोहराब की जंग। हम जो तलवार के कब्जे में कलाई देंगे, हम जो तलवार के कब्जों में कलाई देंगे, उनके अजदाद भी कब्रों से दुहाई देंगे। उनके अजदाद भी कब्रों से दुहाई देंगे। मैं अकेला हूँ जहाँ में कोई सानी न नज़ीर। मेरी ठोकर में ज़माना है, मैं अमीरों का अमीर। और उस दिन जो आप लोगों ने सुने थे मतलब फ़हीम भाई आज उसी को पढ़ना चाह रहा हूँ। इजाज़त है? काबिले गौर है ये बात, जरा सोचो तो। काबिले गौर है ये बात, जरा सोचो तो। अल अजल कहते हैं दिन रात, जरा सोचो तो। काबिले गौर है ये बात, जरा सोचो तो। अल अजल कहते हैं दिन रात, जरा सोचो तो। तुमसे पूछे वो अगर मुझको बुलाते क्यों हो। मुझसे पूछे वो अगर मुझको बुलाते क्यों हो। किस तरह दोगे जवाबात, जरा सोचो तो। कान काम ऐसे न करो जिससे अजियत हो उन्हें, अजियत हो उन्हें। वो भी रखते हैं हिसाबात, जरा सोचो तो। वो भी रखते हैं हिसाबात, जरा सोचो तो। कुछ दिनों के लिए मेहमान हो तुम दुनिया में, कुछ दिनों के लिए मेहमान हो तुम दुनिया में। इससे आगे के मकामात जरा सोचो तो। इससे आगे के मकामात जरा सोचो तो। मौत के पंजे से बच ही नहीं सकता कोई, मौत के पंजे से बच ही नहीं सकता कोई, बच ही नहीं सकता कोई। सब पे गुजरेंगे ये हालात, जरा सोचो तो। मंजिले कब्र भी बरज़ख भी है, महशर भी है। मंजिले कब्र भी बरज़ख भी है, महशर भी है। महशर भी है। कितने हैं नेक अमल साथ, जरा सोचो तो। जब भी मुश्किल कोई दरपेश तुम्हें आती है, जब भी मुश्किल तुम्हें दरपेश कोई आती है, मुश्किल कोई दरपेश तुम्हें आती है। कौन होता है सदा साथ, जरा सोचो तो। अपने आमाल से किरदार मुनव्वर हो अगर, अपने आमाल से किरदार मुनव्वर हो अगर, कितना आसान है मुलाकात, जरा सोचो तो। हम अमल में भी हैं, शिया के फकत नाम के हैं, हम अमल में भी हैं, शिया भी फकत नाम के हैं, के फकत नाम के हैं, उस पे करते हैं सवालात, जरा सोचो तो, उस पे करते हैं सवालात, जरा सोचो तो, हम हकीकत में अली वाले ही कहलाते हैं, हम हकीकत में अली वाले ही कहलाते हैं, अली वाले ही कहलाते हैं। क्या वो हम में है कमालात, जरा सोचो तो, क्या वो हम में है कमालात, जरा सोचो तो, ज़हन नाक़िस है बयां क्या हो फजीलत शाया, ज़हन नाक़िस है बयां क्या हो फजीलत शाया, बयां क्या हो फजीलत शाया, वो है सुल्तान कमालात, जरा सोचो तो, वो है सुल्तान कमालात, जरा सोचो तो, अल अजल कहते हो दिन रात, जरा सोचो तो, काबिले गौर है ये बात, जरा सोचो तो।
नारे सलावत। इसके जो सेक्रेटरी मना रहे हैं, मर्सी का बेटा टाइम नहीं है, आई वांट द कॉल टू मौलाना टू प्लीज कम टू नारे हैदरी, नारे सलावत,
हबीब खुदा खत्म अंबिया आवाज़ बुलंद सलवात, मोमिनीन से गुजारिश है कि अंदर तशरीफ ले आए।
I'm not the master man, he is the master.
औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम, बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन, वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला सय्यिदिल अंबिया वल मुरसलीन व अला आलिहि तय्यबीन अत्ताहिरीन, सियमा बक़ियतिल्लाहि फिल अर्दीन व लअनतुल्लाहि अला आदाइहिम अजमईन मिनल आन इला यौमिद्दीन। सल्लु अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद। أما بعد قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم إن الحسين مصباح الهدى والسفينة النجاة. Please recite aloud, sir. For these 3 days, we decided to have exercise, have some critical thinking, right? So again, we are discussing this part, that how come, what's the reality that Hussein is Safinatul Najat? Hussein is Ark of Salvation, right? Because again, if you talk with someone outside and said, well, Imam Hussein is Safinatul Najat, he says, where is the flood? Why do I need an Ark of Salvation? Why do I need it? So again, how are you going to explain? You have to think first. And that's what I mentioned yesterday, that Amirul Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, Imam said that Mu'min is someone. There's a big difference between Mu'min and Munafiq. And I can tell you one thing. Let me ask you this first question, I'm starting from here. What's the difference between the Mu'mineen they will be at the time of Imam Zaman versus the Mu'mineen today? What's the main difference? Well, we are not waiting for Imam to improve, are we? Imam is perfect. Imam is insani kamil, right? He's a perfect human, right? He has all the power, everything, right? We are not waiting that Imam will grow. Imam will grow a little bit more. Imam will become stronger in his strength. Then he will come. We are waiting for ourselves, right? We are waiting for the Mu'mineen, right? And which part we are waiting? Is that at the time of the Hur, is that Mu'mineen will start reciting 10 times Salat? No. Same 5 Salat. There will be no 6th time of Salat. It will be same Fajr, Zohar, Asr, Maghrib and Isha. Same. Are they going to go for more than one time for the Hajj? No. Same Hajj. Are they going to do fasting for more, like a 60 days now? No. 30 days. Not going to go more than 30 days. Are they going to give more homes now instead of 20%, like 1/5, they start giving something else? No, it's the same thing. Again, let me repeat this question, right? So brother who just came, he can understand, he will be with me. I said, what's the difference for the Mu'mineen at the time of the Zuhur, at the reappearance of Imam, and now? Imam is not going to change. Imam is the same. It's not that Imam will gain more muscles now. Okay, he says, okay, my muscles are ready, let me go and fight. Okay, no. Imam is Imam. From the day one, he has that strength. He has that strength, right? We are waiting for the Mu'mineen. Now what change will happen with the Mu'mineen? Are they going to pray more? Fast more? Give more homes? Perform more Hajj? No. Only one thing will change, which is missing right now. You know, it says that at the time of Imam Zaman, the intellect of the people will go higher. They will be more intellectual. They will do more critical thinking. Right? It says that it will, as such that Imam put the hand on people's head, and now they are more intellectual. That's not something new. Like I told you yesterday, Imam Ali, he said, Innal mu'mina idha nazara tabara. Mu'min anytime is looking for anything, is getting a lesson out of it. Idha sakata tafakkara. Whenever he's quiet, it's not, he's doing critical thinking. Iza takallama dhakara. Every action of the moment is useful. He's always doing tafakkur. Okay? That part is missing. If you're not going to improve this part, you're not going to be with Imam. You're not going to be. So again, for your tafakkur, I started this from yesterday. What's the meaning of, like, if I find as a Muslim, all of us we believe, majority of the Muslim they believe this hadith, Innal Hussein misbahul huda wa safinatun nijat. Hussein is the torch of guidance and ark of salvation. Can someone will stop you and says, brother, what do you mean by that? How are you going to explain? How are you going to explain? Unfortunately, right now the situation is really bad. No one can differentiate us. Yes, again, Muslims, they're wearing, like Shias, they're wearing black in these days. They're coming doing matam. They're doing all those things. Christians, they're going to church. The Jews, they're going to synagogue. Hindus, they're going to their temple. Right? Rituals are different. But our problems are same. All of us, unfortunately, going through the same problems. Same struggle for the life. Which means we have not understood Islam. We have not understood Islam. So that's why, now let me help you. Now let me pose another question. And that will help to understand what's the meaning of Innal Hussein. You know that Innal Hussein Misbahul Huda? You heard that, right? That Hussein, indeed Hussein is the torch of guidance. And Hussein is Safinatun Najat. Najat mean when you're in trouble, let's say you're going through a ship and that ship is drowning. It's like it's really getting damaged, right? And someone will save you. That's called Najat. He's Safinatun Najat. He'll save you. He's the ark of salvation. He'll save you. That's the literal meaning, right? What does this mean? Okay? Imam will explain this life. Life is not that easy what we think it is. Even the concept of the life is not easy. Now let me pose another question. Well, first of all, let me recite that verse I recited yesterday. Please recite aloud, Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
This verse, again, I told you, this verse is from Surah Baqarah, verse number 51, 55 to 157. Okay? What is the verse? وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ. Bala mean trial. Okay? Bala mean trial. We'll definitely going to put all of you بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ. We'll test you with a thing of in the nature of fear. We'll test you. This nature of the fear will be khawf wal-ju'u wa naqsim min al-amwal wal-anfut wat-tamarat. Is it not that we have fear sometimes? And sometimes it's just a fear. That really doesn't happen. Like sometimes we have a fear that, oh, maybe I'll lose my health. Maybe I'll lose my children. Maybe I'll lose my loved one. Maybe I'll lose my job. Maybe we have fears, right? All the time we have fears. Well, majority of the time those fears we'll find out later, that was just a fear, right? That fear is coming, it's the test for all of you. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوءِ وَنَقْسٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ. If I start explaining this verse, it will take a lot of time, right? But you understand, at least you understand the meaning. That we will test you. We will definitely test you. And it's not, like yesterday I mentioned, it's not the test for Hassan, Taqi, Naqi, Jawad. It's not for the Muslims. This test is for everyone. The test is for Peter and Michael and Nancy and everyone. Whether you're a believer or non-believer. You say, I'm an atheist. It's not that if you become an atheist, you're not going to have some test. You will have some test. All of you. That's why it's not that only the mu'mineen they are dying. Everyone is dying. It's not just the war in Palestine. There was a war in Ukraine too. right? And World War I, World War II, right? All of these, like, all the people. This trial is for the human, right? Now my question, how do you think? Is it not that Allah is kind? All the time. How many times in a day you say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim? So many times, right? If you count that it's wajib to say, how many times it's wajib to say? Look, you pray 5 times a day, right? 5 times a day. Is it not wajib to recite hamd in your first and second rakah? So at least it's wajib for you to recite 10 times hamd, right? In 10 times hamd, and you have to recite Bismillah, 10 times you're reciting hamd every day. It's wajib to recite, right? Then how many times you saying Allah is Rahman and Rahim? The first time it's Bismillah Rahman and Rahim. It's in there. Rahman and Rahim. Then you say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman and Rahim. Again, Allah, what's wrong with you? How much kindness? How much mercy? He says, no, say it again. So 4 in every Rahman and Rahim, the meaning is pretty much same, right? 4 times in one time. 4 times multiplied by 10. 40. It's wajib for you to say 40 times is Rahman and Rahim. Do you have any doubt? Right. How this Rahman and Rahim has to do with this trial? Allah, you said you're Rahman and Rahim. Let's have a talk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Right? I mean, now we got this video phone and everything, but you can still talk with Allah anytime. You can every time, right? Allah, let's have a dialogue. Allah will smile. He says, okay, fine, come on, go ahead. Then what's that? 40 times a day, you ask me to say Rahman and Rahim. Well, what is this trial? Allah said, think. You think. You think. If you think and resolve this, then you resolve that other thing, that mu'min will never have huzn and gham. Mu'min has no fear, not gham. By the way, there is a difference between worry and concern, right? Big difference between worry and concern. There is a big difference between fear and concern, right? You find that some of these infallible personality, they have worry. They don't have fear. They're not complaining. If they were complaining, as a Zainab, she was going through all this trouble. If she was complaining, was she acting in the court of Ibn Ziyad when she said, and he asked, how did you see what God did with your brother? What did she say? Ma ra'aytu illa jamila. You need to memorize some of these Arabic sentences. Ma ra'aytu illa, I have seen nothing but beauty. Was she lying? No. She didn't have fear. She had concern. Okay? Again, you can see what's the difference between fear and concern. You can see what's the difference between worry and concern. Okay? Worry and fears are more emotional. Here, concerns are more like you see the challenges and you prepare for that. And you react based on that. It's human nature. Of course, someone is attached with something, they cry. That crying does not mean any weakness. Right? It's natural. Prophet cried when he lost his son. But he said that I'm crying, but I'm not complaining. Right? Imam Hussein cried when Ali ibn Akbar came and says, Baba, give me permission. He gave the permission and he cried. Why he cried? The tears came in his eyes, but he didn't have any fear. He didn't have any fear. Okay? He was crying that what's the state of this nation? They are not even have a mercy on someone who is like Prophet. Because Ali ibn Akbar, like I told Sahal bin Sa'adi, he said, when I saw on the spear the head, oh my God, it's like Prophet. It's a companion of the Prophet. So again, remember that part. So my question, you need to think. Remember that I said, Mu'min has to do tafakkur. Tafakkur means reflect, ponder. Why Allah? You're Rahman and Rahim. At the same time, all this bala mean trial. Okay? Is that some sort of punishment? Yes and no. Yes and no. All right? You guys are thinking, right? I'm giving you a chance to think. Now let me share another hadith. And then you can. So again, look, I'm still on my topic. My main topic is, what's the meaning of Hussein is Safinatun Najat? And it's not just Hussein. All of the Imam are Safinatun Najat. Someone asked from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. He said, Imam, what is this hadith? You said, Inal Hussein Safinatun Najat. Hussein is Safinatun Najat. Hussein is Ark of Salvation. What about you? He said, Kulluna. All of us, we are Safina. But Hussein, that Safina, that Ark is Awse was Asra. Is the wider and fastest. Okay? But all of us are Safina. Okay? So right now I'm still resolving this question. What's the meaning of Innal Hussein Safinatun Najat? That Hussein is Safinatun Najat. I'm giving you this. You present this question to the humanity. And again, this is with everyone. You go to Christianity, they believe God is kind. You go to Judaism, they'll look in the text. Whatever they're saying, forget it. Look in the text. Everyone says is kind and merciful. At least Quran is saying kind and merciful. Then who is going to resolve it? This is like a difficulty. We are in hardship. Because of this misconception, we have all these worries and fears and anxiety and depression. If you resolve this from Imam Hussein, then your life will change. If you resolve just one reality, your life will change. From tomorrow on, whenever you have, God forbid, and again, life is full of accidents. Can anyone guarantee that I'm not going to have any accident? Any of my loved one is not going to die? I'm not going to have like this, some sort of disease, diabetes, cancer or something. Everyone will have it. But your attitude will change. Your attitude will change towards trial. Okay? Now what's the relationship with this kindness and trial? Okay? Let me help you. Please recite a loud salawat. Let me acknowledge one thing. This is a big, huge topic. I cannot finish it in one day. Okay? If you have a question after speech, I'm sitting here. Even if the sisters, they have a question, I'm available and I can answer. Okay? So do not just think that I need to get it in speech. My responsibility is not just a speech. My responsibility is guidance. Anytime, right? It's not just today. Tomorrow, you think, oh, Maulana said, let me call him, find out. Maulana, what did you say that? Prove me. Right? I'm not going anywhere, right? Going over, I'm in the US. You can call me in the US, right? So, let me share this hadith with you, please. Recite aloud. All right, before this doubt will come in your mind, let me just read that hadith and then I'll go. Because I'm not discussing with Zalimeen. But then it says, Innal bala. First of all, bala means trial. Bala means trial. Okay? Bala means hardship, which means something. Not, don't do that. That tomorrow, he says, like for example, for the young people, teacher says, go get this assignment. You're not doing assignment, you're just playing, and then tomorrow you get like F or C. You came to the dad and says, Dad, you know what bala is there, right? No, I'm not talking about that bala. That's your own created bala. Okay, don't give me that. Also, don't give me that garbage, okay? I don't want that. I'm not going to accept it. Someone is not going for the job, is not opening his business. He's just laying down, he's opening his business, supposed to open like 8 a.m., 6 a.m., he's opening like 11. He says, don't give me that, okay? You need to do your job. Do your job. After that, if there is a bala, then tell me why this bala is there, right? Why this trial is there. Remember that part. That's a disclaimer, okay? No one just take it, oh, that's my bala, okay? No. If someone came to Imam Ali and said, Imam Ali, can you please do a dua for me? Imam said, okay. Tafaddal, say it. He says, Imam, I need this dua that I should not have any bala. Imam said, I can pray, but then you will die. What do you mean? He says, as long as you're alive, there is bala. The time you will be out of the bala, when you die. You want me to go pray for you? No. Imam is mustajab da'wah, right? The bala is there. Bala mean trial. Life and bala is good hand to hand. In this world you have bala. Okay? Bala mean, guys, trial. Okay? Not that Urdu bala. Urdu bala is like that bala, India and Pakistan, that ghost. No, I'm not talking about that bala. That bala mean in Arabic word, which is trial. Please recite a loud salawat. Yes. This, we have this hadith. It says, Innal bala lil zalim adam. Allah have to fix the zalim, so Allah gave him some trial. Right? It's like this. Zalim, someone is doing zulm. Zalim doesn't mean, God forbid, that tyrant Netanyahu. I'm not talking about that. It's just beyond that zalim. It's worse. There are some example where Quran said that some of the shayateen, jinn or ins, is like those shayateen from ins. Now I'm talking about zalim, someone basically making a mistake. Bala is like, for the zalim is adab. It's like this. When you're driving on a freeway, right? Sometime, I don't know if you saw that, on some good freeways, some of those engineers, what they do, on the side they have the rough surface, right? So if you go sleep, and your vehicle is going on that rough surface, it goes, and you wake up. That's a bala. Or like a speed breaker, right? You're sleeping and you go through a speed breaker, you got like shock, and it says, For zalim, sometime, Allah give this bala. So, wake him up. Wake up, guys. It's a wake-up call. Okay? It's a wake-up call. So, I'm not talking about this category, right? Now, let's go to the next. So Imam said, yes, so the bala, zalim is adab. Now, right, so my first question was, Imam is Safinatul Najat. He has to guide us. This is a human problem. It's not a religious problem, it's a human problem, right? So Imam is going to answer. Imam mean all Imam, right? Whether Imam Ali, Imam Sadiq, Prophet Muhammad, all of these Imam and infallible, they have to answer. And we have to resolve this. Today we're going to resolve a little bit, okay? Please recite a loud salawat. So Imam said, Innal bala lil zalim adab. Allah is waking up. Allah is giving a wake up call, right? For Mu'min imtihan. It's a trial, exam. For lil anbiya, because anbiya also have bala. Right? Okay, give me one example of one anbiya who didn't have go through bala. All of them, they went to the trial, right? How much hardship Hazrat Ibrahim faced? They threw him in the fire, right? Moses, look at the Moses. Look at Jesus. Look all of the prophets. Noah, everyone. For them, daraja. Allah raised their daraja. Walil awliya karama. Allah raised their status. Okay, please have a loud. Okay, my question is still there. I'm going to repeat this question so you remember that. What's the relationship between the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and bala? Right? What's the relationship between them? Are they like contradicting each other? Is Allah is Raqib, is really Rahman and Rahim, kind and merciful? Allah says, yes, I am. I am. Imam is resolving this. Because Imam is Safinatul Najat. Imam is going to take out from this struggle and hardship. This is a hardship. Because all of us, we are going through this bala. Something. Because like maybe bala that my wife doesn't understand me, right? I'm just coming out from 45 minutes or 50 minutes of family counseling. I was saying, well, you guys do not, the problem is not, both of you, very good, mashallah, very good Momin and Momina. Only problem is, you don't understand each other's gender's requirement. And the female gender, they have more feelings. The other people, they have less feeling. You do not understand each other. Why you're fighting? Try to understand each other. That's a trial. That itself a trial. Okay? Please understand. I don't want to go into that topic. Now let's go to have another help from Imam. Okay? Let's please recite loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Now Imam is explaining bala, calamities. Imam said, Inna ashaddun nas bala'an an-nabiyun. The people, they get the most trial are prophets. Prophets, they get most trial. Summal wasiyun. Then the next one is their wasi. All prophets, they have their wasi. Like the wasi of Moses was Shamun. Right? Thumma amthalu fal amthal. And then whoever have darajat like them, they are very similar to them, they get most bala. وَإِنَّمَا يُبْتَلَ الْمُؤْمِنَ عَلَىٰ قَدْرِ أَعْمَالِهِ الْحَسَنَةِ. Wow! You're changing the paradigm. It's a paradigm shift. Bala, if you do amal saleh, Allah will increase the bala for you. I thought bala is really bad. I was crying for the bala. Why did you give me bala? Imam said, and it's a long hadith. It's a long hadith. So we got this point. Up to now, we are saying, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ. We'll test all the human. Right? Which says how this comparable with Rahman and Rahim. Now, we got another thing. Imam start explaining. Imam is becoming Safinatul Najat. Because we are drowned in this emotional feeling. My God, life is not safe. Life is not safe. There is hurricane. That's on coastal side, right? So always you have like hurricane. What was the last one that came in Florida? Derby, right? Derby was there, right? Almost, you think about that. Sometime this, another time some other thing, another time some diseases, something in the life. Bala. That's a trial. Allah said, Imam said, well, you know what? The most calamities are coming for the prophets. And then to wasi. So bala is something good. Now let me give this in a simple way. Let's imagine I'll bring someone from, again, I cannot bring anyone from South Carolina. I cannot bring anyone from the US side, right? Let me bring someone from the jungle of Amazon. Jungle of Amazon. This guy have no idea of civilization. I'll bring him and I will take him to the gym. And says, well, you know what, Mr. Peter, here, go do this. He says, why? Let me do that. That's hard. He says, go lift that. Go and lift this weight. You lift. It's painful. Why are you giving me bala? It's painful. He says, go do it. Go do it. And then I will tell you, look, the most obedient and the most nice one, I'm going to take them to the higher grade gym. They have more sophisticated machineries. And then the top one, I'm going to take them for this place where they have selection for Olympic. Over there, I have extensive training. I'm going to put them in a tough time, their schedule. Look for that, all these athletes, their coach, what they do. You want to be MVP for the basketball? The coach will say, that's your schedule. You have to wake up in the morning. You're not going to eat that. Oh, I'm going to eat that. You can't. He says, why are you giving me hardship? I'm giving you hardship because you want to be MVP. MVP. You want to be MVP? You want to get selected in the main team in the basketball? You're not going to eat that. You're going to wake up at this time. Go do exercise. What is this weight? You got 5 pounds more out. I brought this guy from Amazon. He have no value of this place, right? He said, oh, you're punishing me. He says, look, and when I brought him here, I told him that, look, I'm very kind. I'm Rahman and Rahim. And I brought him over here in the gym. He says, how this trial, this pain correlates with your kindness? I said, no, I'm still kind. You do not understand. You do not understand. When I'm giving this bala, you do not understand what's happening with you. Your muscles are building. When I'm giving you this trial, you do not understand. And again, this example is very simple. Human, they have not just physical dimension, they have emotional dimension, they have spiritual dimension. You don't know how powerful this trial is for you. I guaranteed you, write down these words today. When these children, they will survive from the Gaza war, they will be the strongest children on the face of the earth. They will be not like the kids in South Carolina. If someone says, you're not going to get the food tonight. He says, oh, Mama, I'm not going to have a food tonight. And they start crying. Oh, my God. Look at that. You guys, look at this right now. You go tell your friends in the school and say, hey, you guys, my Ramadan is coming. I'm not going to eat for the 16 hours. They said, one guy, he recently got converted, and he was calling me. I don't know from which city. I forgot. It's 1 year. He was saying, Maulana, Mr. Maulana, Mr. Abbas, oh, that Ramadan is coming. I don't know how to do that. He was doing the first time. I said, you'll do it. Don't worry, you'll do it. We have like a 10 years old. They do it. It's nothing, right? It's like this. Someone is going in a gym, and you told them, hey, go lift this 5 kg. He said, 5 kg? Oh, piece of cake. I'm going to do it like that. With my 2 fingers. With my 2 fingers. What is this 5 kg for me? Come on. I'm a man. Right?
Subhanallah.
That's why Allah gives bala.
Subhanallah.
Make you a man. Okay? Make you strong. In the next world, you think you're going to walk by your feet? You're going to walk by your willpower. You're going to live in the next world with your willpower. In this world, if you're spiritually and mentally strong and you go through all this trial successfully, there are 2 kinds of sabr, passive and active. Passive sabr is something inflicted on you and you now bechare, you cannot do anything. You say, oh my God. An active is, that's okay. I'm researching right now, and this topic came from Aima alayhi salam. They says, you know what make you strong? Like I was talking with this family, but like this family I was dealing with, this lady, she went through some of these situations where she was losing her, like, what they call, what's the word? Like she was losing, whenever she was becoming pregnant, what was the word? Miscarriages. She was going through miscarriages after miscarriages. I says, look, let me ask you this, what make human strong? And she was thinking, I'm not talking about the physically strong. I'm talking about emotionally and spiritually strong. I says, you know, I'm researching on this subject right now, and that's my favorite subject right now. Sabr. Patience. Next time you have a hardship, you remind yourself, if I will be patient, I'll be strong. I'll be strong. Period. It's a word from Imam. It's coming from Safinatun Najat. He's giving us Najat. He's saving us. Sabr. That's why Sabr is Rasul Iman. It's the head of Iman. If you don't have Sabr, you don't have Iman. Imagine, we can live. Like if I have this body, God forbid, if accident happen, and if God forbid, I lose the hand, I can still live. If I lose my leg, I can still live. If I lose my limbs, I can still live, right? Let's say they take out one of my kidney, I will still live. But if they remove my head, done. As-sabru, Rasul, Iman. If you don't have sabr, you don't have Iman. Finish. Iman done. In this next world, in Barzakh, in Qayamat, that's my separate topic. They're everything. And again, this topic is very famous these days. I'm not sure if I mentioned yesterday or last time. It's called NDE, near-death experiences. The people, they're dying for a few minutes and they're coming back to this life. Some of them, even in the Western world, in CNN, have this article on this, near NDE. And again, that's also with Islamic world. We combine them and both of them reporting the same thing. These people, they die for a few minutes and they have over there, it's like they live over there like for hundreds of years, right? They come back within 3 minutes here. So the proportion of the time is different, right? Over there, they mention everything we do with our willpower. If you have a strong willpower, you're moving everywhere. It's not by the feet you're moving. It's not by your tongue you're talking. Let's say there were two mu'minin in Barzakh, it's wishing each other, they read each other's thoughts. You don't need to talk over there. You need to move the tongue. Over there you need to walk, you just make intention. I'm going from here to Los Angeles. You're there in Los Angeles. You're there in Los Angeles. All it requires your strong willpower. And again, this willpower is helping in this world because you're not going to have anxiety, depression, from where my time is pretty much like closing. Otherwise, like I was talking with these children, and there I mentioned, look, go back to this verse. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ. There is a code here. Please recite a loud salawat. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ. Please pay attention. Again, and please, I will request all of you when you go home, open up the Quran and read this. Okay? وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ. First of all, Allah is not scaring you. Allah is saying that بِشَيْءٍ is something. Shay, a little bit. I'm going to test you with a little bit thing. From that kind of khawf. Majority of us, all of us, we have a khawf, right? In the end, it proved that khawf was wrong. I was wrong. Right? How many times you have calamities? Very few times, right? If all of you count, like maybe few times, right? In life, you have some major accident, major something in your life, right? Otherwise, majority of the time, everything is smooth. Yeah, but you have fears all the time, right? Fears are all the time, right? There Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm going to skip the ayahs. وَبَشَّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Give the good tidings for the sabirin. What sabirin they do? Allazina sabathum musiba. When the musiba, all the calamities inflict them, qalu inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. That's the code. That's a code. Which means if you believe everything is from Allah. You're not supposed to just recite this when someone dies. Next time, if you lose money in the stock market, you say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. The stock came from me, from Allah, He gave me. No, I earned it. Oh, but you're talking like a Qarun. Qarun said, that I made it. Allah said, no, you didn't do it. I gave you. Right? Yeah, you did. You move your hands, but these hands I gave you. You use your intellect. I gave you this intellect. I run this whole universe, right? Inna lillahi. Everything. Next time you lose the health, you say, Inna lillahi wa inna alayhi raji'un. I'm happy. Inna lillahi wa inna alayhi raji'un. This Allah gave me, Allah got it back. Like this lady with a miscarriage, I gave this example. And I'm giving you this example to you. There was, and again, this is from Aimma alayhi salam. In the Qawm of Bani Israel, there was a lady. And again, Allah gave a beautiful child, very smart, very loving child. And this child was so cute that both husband and wife, they used to love that child. One day this child, something happened, accident happened, and he died. This lady, majority of the time, the ladies are not like this, they have more emotions, right? But this lady was a mu'mina. She had that belief that inna lillahi wa inna alayhi raji'un. Okay? So what she did, she realized that my son died, and she put that son in the body of the son in the next room. And she washed her face, prepared herself. Now husband is coming. She know that husband is very close with this child. She made a tea, everything, and she prepared herself and put in front of husband. And then, so he was like, he says, mashallah, today you mashallah, look like you're fresh and everything. He says, yes, alhamdulillah. I have a question. He says, if we borrow, let's say, some of these plates from our neighbor. We borrow something. And today they will come and says, hey, give my plates back. What's your reaction? He says, give them back. It's an amana. It's not ours. It's not ours. Give it back. Right? We understand that part. But we do not understand the other part. She said that, is that children are amana from God? Who gave us children? He says, what's going on here? Why are you talking about this? She said, just tell me, who gave us children? He says, Allah. He says, if Allah get the amana back, what you going to do? He says, nothing. He realized. That's the meaning of Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. He did sabr and she did sabr, right? What Allah did in reward from this lady, Allah gave another child, and from that child, as per Imams, Allah gave 70 prophets from that. Wow. Try that. This is your imtihan. This is the imtihan of your iman. Any time, anything happen, you says whenever anything happen, you have that respect in the town. And something happened, you do your best not to make anything disrespect you. But let's say something happened, and it's out of your control. You did your best, and someone is disrespecting you. You lost that izzah. Immediately say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. First place, that izzah Allah gave. I lost it. There is some maslahat. I may have made a mistake, maybe. Maybe it's a trial. Right? Maybe it's a trial. You do that. Guaranteed. It's not that Allah has a special favor for that lady. Allah gave 70 prophets from that. Allah will give you higher izzah. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Quran said, Man kana yuridul izzah, walillahi al-izzatu jami'a. Man kana yuridul izzah, whoever wants izzah, respect. Wal-izzatu lillahi. Walillahi al-izzatu jami'a. For Allah, only for Allah. All is for Him. If you lose the risk, do your best. First analyze, is there any mistake? I am doing it. Am I sleeping from Tulu'e Fajr to Tulu'e Shams? From the dawn to sunrise. That's the time where risk is coming from God. If you're praying Salatul Layl, your risk will never be finished. If you're reciting Surah Waqia at night before you sleep, your risk is not going. That's Safinatul Najat. Imam is giving you all the tricks. All the tricks for the risk. All the tricks for the risk. How to get the tricks. And it's like a 25. It's so many. Because Imam is there. It's Safinatul Najat.
Wow.
Right? He's taking out you from emotional flood. He's saving you from the emotional flood. Right? He said, do this, recite Surah Waqia, have Salatul Layl, wake up in this time, do Silai Rahim, be nice with your parents, be nice with your spouse, all the time. Whenever there is a conflict between husband and wife, I says, look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Quran said, right? But if these people are faqir, Allah will make them ghani at the time of the marriage, right? Go get them married. I'm going to make them ghani. Right? So your risk was coming because of the marriage. If you're destroying the relationship, the risk is coming down. Be nice. Be nice with your spouse. Your risk will go up. Will go up, guaranteed. Right? There are several factors. Do istighfar. Risk will go up. Right? Risk will go up. But if you do everything, all the best effort, still the risk is going, then you say, وَفِي السَّمَاءِ رِزْقُكُمْ وَمَا تُوعَدُونَ. Your risk is coming from Allah. I will do sabr. I'll do sabr. Okay? So again, this is the guidance from Imam. That's the meaning. Now you found that relationship. This is like when you, if someone is the best player, right? They go to the hardest training because this guy has to select it for the Olympic, for the top tournament, right? His training will be toughest. That training called bala. Okay? Anytime bala is coming towards your way, you understand. It's again and again. Let me recite this hadith so you understand this is not from my pocket, it's from Imam. Please recite aloud, salawat. Imam Hassan Askari. Look at that. It's a beautiful hadith. I wish all of us we understand Arabic. Ma min baliyatin illa walillahi fiha ni'matun tuhita biha. There is not a single bala. Wa ma min baliyatin illa walillahi fiha. In that baliya, ni'matan. There is a blessing. Tuhita biha. It's doing ihata. It's controlling, it's making, like this roof is doing tuhito biha. I am under this roof, right? That bala is taking control. So Imam said, not a single bala, but there is a name of it. Okay? So from tomorrow, if we start believing that part, you don't need to go to psychologists and psychiatrists. I'm not talking about some people, they have a disease. I'm not saying if someone is going to psychologist that you can look for that guy and say, hey, why are you going over there? No. Some people, they have a physical diseases because of this chemical and hormones imbalance. That's something else. I'm talking about unnecessary worries and fears, and then can cause that. Please, if you remember that part, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi راجعون.
Subhanallah, subhanallah.
Allahumma
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali
Imam had several bala. In fact, all these bala which mentioned in this verse, all of them they were in Karbala.
Right.
Thirst, the first one is thirst and hunger. Right? Wal naqsum min al amwal wal anfus wat tamarat. Tamarat mean children. Fruit are like a children. Your assets. Your life. But the first one Allah mentioned is thirst and hunger. It may take few minutes, but I will show you that adab. I'm not sure if I mentioned here last year or not. In Iran, Brother Siamak will understand. In Iran, there is a personality called Amir Kabir. There is a famous university on his name, Amir Kabir University. Amir Kabir, in fact, that Amir Kabir mean in Farsi prime minister. Amir mean minister. Kabir mean prime, major. Okay, he was the prime minister of the Qajar time, Nasiruddin Shah. This guy, I don't know how many of you been in Qom. From the Qom, if you go towards Isfahan, the first major city is called Kashan. Stop by next time when you're going over there, or you can go from Qom, just 100 kilometers from the Qom towards south, I believe, and give a city called Kashan. In Kashan, there is a garden called Bagh-e-Feen. Bagh-e-Feen. You go to that garden, that was like a palace of Amir Kabir. In this Bagh-e-Feen, they have different thing, and there is one hammam, there was like place of the shower, and you see there is a statue of Amir Kabir. He's sitting, and someone over there, and you see that he's sitting in his like shower robes. You got a little bit background about Amir Kabir? Amir Kabir was about, I don't know, about 150, maybe 150, 60 years ago, right? Qajar's government, right? Whenever it was. Before the Pahlavi. Or maybe before that. This Amir Kabir, the time when there was a fitna of Baha'i. You know that in Islam there was 3 fitnas. Baha'is, Wahhabis, and in Pakistan, Ahmadis. Three fitnas. Created by this Shayatin Buzurg, right? Right? They created this fitna. In Shia, they created the fitna of Baha'i. Muhammad Ali Bab, he used to call himself first Imam, then he was calling, again, all the same story, right? Going up, go up, up. So he did finish this fitna over there. By the way, now Baha'is, their center is in Haifa, right? In Israel. So he did that. He was like helping preaching Islam. He was a good man. One time, Ayatollah Araki. Who's Ayatollah Araki? The Ayatollah Araki who was the teacher of Imam Khomeini. He saw him in his dream. He saw that Amir Kabir is in Barzakh in a very good position. So he asked Amir Kabir, why Allah gave you this? Because in Barzakh you know, when you get a reward, you know what's the reason. They will inform you. That's the reason, that's why you get the reward. Is that because of that, your struggle against Baha'is? He says no. Is that a struggle for making like mosque and masajid and everything? He says no. Then what was the struggle? He said one of the adab, one of the manners, etiquette I did in front of Hussein, for Hussein. He says, what is that? He says, you know, when Amir Kabir, somehow the king's mother, she got some misunderstanding and she said, go kill Amir Kabir. That's how they kill Amir Kabir. So what was the punishment? How did they kill Amir Kabir? He was sitting in his own place of the shower and they came and they cut the 2 veins from the hand. So blood gradually start coming. It's a little bit painful death, right? Gradually the blood is coming, and now they're not closing this vein. So blood start coming. He said, I was in my own palace. The khadim is standing behind, and I was sitting, and again, of course, the guard is watching me that I don't move anywhere. I don't go anywhere, so I can somehow put like stitches on this vein, and the blood was start coming. He says, after little while, and the doctors are sitting here, when the blood is coming out, the first thing you do, you feel thirst. See, I start feeling thirsty. And again, thirst was increasing and increasing. And at one moment, I thought, let me call this guy and ask him to bring me a glass of water. All at the sudden, for a moment, I remember Karbala. I said, Amir Kabir, in your body, everything is fine, only 2 of your veins got cut. And you have this much thirst? What about Hussein? You know how much injuries he had on his body? He has 360 injuries on his body. And Hussein was thirsty for 3 days. You know that when Hussein was in Godiye, Qatlegah, and again Harmala, when he put that 3 prongs arrow, Imam was unable to take it out. So Imam took it from the back side. When he took it, the blood gushed out. So Amir Kabir, he said, Amir Kabir, oh my God, with this little blood came out from the body, this much thirst. He says, for the adab and respect of the thirst of Hussein, I'm not going to drink water. And he says, I died in this situation. When they bury me, he said, the first personality came in my grave was Hussein. Hussein came, he said, Amir Kabir, you respected my thirst. I'm rewarding you. I'm rewarding you. So imagine, let's go to Karbala. You know, these are the ayam of Sakina. Even Sakina or Ruqayya, they were worried about Hussein's thirst. When this horse came back from Godiya Qatlegah, the first thing, that is, its dialogue is written in Maqatil, that Sakina approached and hold the feet of the horse. He says, Ya Jawadul Abi, oh the horse of my father, did they kill my father thirsty? Or did they give him some water? Ajrukumullah, Ajrukumullah. It's reported that Imam, because of his thirst, his limbs must start failing. You know, you all the time you heard that, aap jab bhi sunte hain ki Aliun Akbar, when he approached Imam, and Imam put his lips on the lip of Ali and Akbar, he says, Baba, you're more thirstier than me. Your tongue is like a wood. The blood was coming out from the lips of Imam. Ravi said that when Imam was looking at the sky, it was like a smoke. And in the last moment, Imam was holding his kidneys and liver. He says, because again, the sun, it was failing. And Imam is on Godiya Qatlegah, in his Godiya Qatlegah, and he was saying thirst, thirst. Al-Atash, Al-Atash. Thirst was on its peak. It's on peak. There at that time, Shibr Mal'un came, sat down. Then Imam, one of these Nafi bin Hilal said, I was see that Imam Hussein, he was drowned in his blood, in his Godiya Qatlegah, and he was murmuring something. I came near his mouth. He was praying for the Ummah. But one thing he was saying, Al-Atash, Al-Atash, Al-Atash. And I said, let me go find out the water. But when I came back, I saw that Shibr Mal'un, he was sitting on the chest of Imam. कहता जब मैं आया मैंने देखा कि ये मलून कांप रहा था। मैंने कहा, ए मलून, तू इतना शकी है, तूने हुसैन का सर काट दिया। और कैसे काटा? जिस तरह किसी गूसफंद को ज़िबह किया जाता है। इमाम को पीछे से छुरे से इस तरह ज़िबह किया है जिस तरह जानवर को ज़िबह किया जाता है। इमाम ज़मान ज़ियारत नाहिया में कहते हैं, मेरे जद को ऐसे ज़िबह किया गया जिस तरह जानवर को ज़िबह किया जाता है। लेकिन ये शकी कांप रहा है। कहा, शकी तू क्यों कांप रहा है? तू तो इतना संगदिल है। कहा, मैं जब इनकी गर्दन काट रहा था तो मुझे किसी बीबी के रोने की आवाज आ रही थी। एक बीबी रो रही थी, जबकि यहाँ पे कोई नहीं है। अरे इसको कोई क्या बताता कि हज़रत ज़हरा सलामुल्लाह अलैहा आई है। उस मौके पे गिरिया कर रही थी हुसैन पर। अला लानतुल्लाहि अलल कौमिज़ ज़ालिमीन व सयअलमुल्लज़ीना ज़लमू अय्य मुनक़लिबिन यनक़लिबून। बारिकाह। For the sake of the thirst of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, fulfill the hajat of all mu'minin and mu'minat. Bari Ilaha, give shifa for all the marda. Bari Ilaha, protect all mu'minin and mu'minat, their families. Bari Ilaha, protect mujahideen, ulama rabbani, maraj ikram, especially Rahbar Muazzam. Bari Ilaha, hasten the zuhur of our beloved Imam Hazrat Hujjatullah, and give us a tawfiq that will be with Imam, not against Imam. Rahimallahu man qari al-Fatiha ma'as salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein,
इंसाने शाम में जहाँ बीबी का है मज़ा, रातों को धीमी धीमी सी आती है एक पुकार, कानों से मेरे खून, कानों से मेरे खून अभी भी टपकता है। अम्मा बार बार, अम्मा बार बार, अम्मा बार बार गला मेरा दुखता है। अम्मा बार बार, अम्मा बार बार गला मेरा दुखता है। अम्मा बार बार उठती है जब भी आप, उठती है जब भी आप, मेरा सांस रुकता है। अम्मा बार बार, अम्मा बार बार गला मेरा दुखता है। अम्मा बार बार सोई नहीं उसे में गरीबा के बाद मैं, अब क्या जीऊंगी शाम के जिंदा के बाद मैं, बेआस अब हूँ शाहे शहीदा के बाद मैं, साया अजल का अम्मा मेरे साथ चलता है। अम्मा बार बार, अम्मा बार बार गला मेरा दुखता है। अम्मा बार बार का खून आँखों के आंसू से मिल गया, हर जख्म फूल के बदन पर खिल गया। बाबा को ढूंढ लाओ कि सीने से दिल गया, बेजान मेरे जिस्म में क्यों दिल धड़कता है। अम्मा बार बार, अम्मा बार बार गला मेरा दुखता है। अम्मा बार बार अम्मा जब से बाबा से मैं दूर हो गई, ये जिंदगी मेरे लिए नासूर हो गई।
पर क्या करूं नसीब से मजबूर हो गई। हिजरे पदर से सीने में एक दर्द उठता है।
अम्मा बार बार गला मेरा झुकता है। अम्मा बार
कांटे पड़े हैं हल्क में ऐ अम्मा प्यास से। डरती हूँ झोंका गुजरे हवा का जो पास से। नींद उड़ गई है आंखों से खौफो हिरास से। रोने पे मेरे सिमरे लई क्यों झिड़कता है।
अम्मा बार बार गला मेरा झुकता है। अम्मा बार
असर के बाद पानी पीऊं मैं नहीं। अम्मू के बाद जिंदा रहूं मैं नहीं। फरियाद कुछ शक्ति से करूं मैं नहीं। पानी में अक्से चेहरे असर झलकता है।
अम्मा बार गला मेरा झुकता है। अम्मा बार
लगता है कैद से अब रिहाई करीब है। ऐ अम्मा जानो तन से रिहाई करीब है। अब मौत मुझको कब्र के लाई करीब है। दामन तो जल चुका है मेरा दिल सुलगता है।
अम्मा बार गला मेरा झुकता है। अम्मा बार
कौनैन में ये कैसा है कानून पूछिए। मरने के बाद मुझको रिहाई नहीं मिले। ये कैसी कैद है कि लहद भी यहीं बने। कैदी कभी तो कैद से घर को पलटता है।
अम्मा बार गला मेरा झुकता है। अम्मा बार
रिहाई पाके वतन तुम जो जाओगी। सुबह मेरी बहन को गले से लगाओगी। पूछेगी जब मुझे तो उसे क्या बताओगी। रह के एक सवाल मेरे दिल में उठता है।
अम्मा बार गला मेरा झुकता है। अम्मा बार
जाओ नदीम सरवरो रेहान एक बार। जिंदान शाम में जहां बीबी का है मजार। रातों को धीमी सी आती है एक पुकार। कानों से मेरे मुंह नबी भी टपकता है।
अम्मा बार गला मेरा झुकता है। अम्मा बार गला मेरा झुकता है। अम्मा बार Say तेरी चाहत भरा लहजा, तेरा चाहत भरा लहजा, सकीना याद करती है मेरे बाबा से ये कहना, सकीना याद करती है। उन्हें कहना सकीना सो नहीं पाई कभी बाबा, बिछोना खाक है उस पर, बदन जख्मी यतीमा का, सुहाना प्यार से तेरा, सुहाना प्यार से तेरा, सकीना याद करती है मेरे बाबा से ये कहना, सकीना याद करती है। बला का खौफ है बाबा मेरे इस आशियाने में, बहुत घबरा रही हूँ मैं अंधेरे मैदाने में, उजाला तेरी आँखों का, उजाला तेरी आँखों का, सकीना याद करती है मेरे बाबा से ये देना, सकीना याद करती है। या हुसैन, या हुसैन, या हुसैन,